She asked him to drive slow, said there was no rush. But what the driver didn't know was that this wasn't just another ride, this was her last one, and by the time they reached her stop, he would never be the same again. In a city that never sleeps, it's easy to miss the small moments that truly matter. Tonight's story is about one quiet ride, one old woman, and the life-changing secret she whispered in the dark. It was almost midnight when Thomas, a tired cab driver, got the call. Pickup on the east side, apartment 4B. When he arrived, the building was dark except for a single light in a second-floor window. A few minutes later, the front door opened. She stepped out, frail, wrapped in a vintage coat, clutching a worn leather handbag.
Yes, thank you, dear. I'm not as fast as I used to be.
Once seated, she gave him the address. He typed it into the GPS, a hospice facility, 20 miles across town.
"You're going a long way," he said softly.
Drive slow, I'm not in a hurry.
So he did. They drove through quiet streets, past old bakeries, faded theaters, and sleepy diners. She stared out the window, as if watching her memories float by.
Do you believe in second chances?
I think so.
That's good. I've spent 40 years hoping for one.
She began to talk, more like a grandmother telling a story she needed someone to hear. She spoke of a son.
She was young, scared, alone. The father had disappeared. She was working 2 jobs, barely surviving. And then one night, after he fell sick and she couldn't afford the doctor, she left him at a church door, with a note and a prayer. I thought someone better would raise him, she said. I never went back. Not once.
Thomas stayed quiet. He had heard plenty of confessions in the back seat before, but never one that ached like this. When they reached the hospice, she took out a folded piece of paper.
If you ever meet a man named Daniel Rose, tell him his mother thought of him every day, and she's sorry.
Thomas froze. Daniel Rose, that was his name, his adoptive name given by the couple who raised him after he was left at a church door at 3 years old. He looked in the rearview mirror, but she had already opened the door, slowly stepping out.
Thank you for the ride, dear. You've made an old woman very happy.
And then she disappeared through the sliding doors. Thomas sat there, mouth dry, heart pounding. He never told her. She never asked. But that night he wept in the driver's seat, because in the strangest, quietest way, life had come full circle. He never saw her again, but every night after, when he picked up passengers, he listened a little more, drove a little slower, and carried more than just people. He carried stories. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to @Whispers of Wisdom 25, where the quietest voices leave the loudest echoes.